It's time for our homeschool winter update. Hi, my name's Jennifer. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. On my channel, we talk about all things homeschool. I have a fifth grader and we are really enjoying this ride, and I'm so thankful to have you join us on the ride. So if you are not subscribed, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. Today's video is part of a collab. Valerie from our Homeschool Castle has put together a collab of so many YouTube mamas who are going to be talking about our winter update. What's working, what's not working, and all of the good stuff. So please make sure that you do check out the playlist below, and I will also link Valerie's channel below. Please check out her channel. She is so creative. So creativity is one of the things that I let's be honest, lack. So I really appreciate her channel for what she does with creative ideas, with special needs. It's just so informative. So I will make sure that Valerie's channel is linked below along with the playlist. So let's get started. What's working? What's not working? Well, I actually have three categories. What's working, what's not working, and what's, yeah, it's kind of working and it's kind of not, but I'm not sure what I'm going to do about it. How do you like that for a category? So, okay, category number one, which is really our biggest category, is what is working. And there are quite a few parts of our homeschool that is working really well. First off is our devotional. We are doing the Indescribable devotion, and this is just awesome. We took November and December off because we included Bible in our Thanksgiving unit and in our Christmas unit, and so we just took a very short break from Indescribable, not because we weren't enjoying it, but because Bible was included in the other material we have. We are enjoying Indescribable. We are on 43, and there are 100 devotions. So we, will finish this, and then we are year-round homeschoolers, so we'll just move on. He has some other devotions that we're going to pick up because these are so good. What they are, these are very related to science. So we are doing Heaven and Earth. This is very, very perfect for us to incorporate with our Heaven and Earth science curriculum, because we'll read about something in the curriculum and then we'll go back and say, we'll read about it here and we'll be like, oh, we just talked about that. But anyway, there is just a very short devotion. Then you have information, be amazed. This talks about what goes on in the universe about this, and it's very interesting. And then you have a short confession. There's also a Bible verse that goes with each one of them. Indescribable, thumbs up. This is really working with us. Something else that is working is Spanish. So we're doing Song School Spanish. We started Song School Spanish Book 1 last January. We finished it in November, I think. And so we are working on Song School Spanish Book 2. We used all components of this. There's a DVD. There's obviously the CDs with the songs for Song School Spanish. And then we have the workbook. And this is just going really well. We are enjoying Song School Spanish. Something else that is working is our history. We are using America's Story 2 history. We are finishing this week, and we will be starting on America's Story 3 next week. I do bring in some extra materials with the America's Story, but I really like this curriculum. I like how Angela Odell has made it into a living book curriculum where she really brings you into some of the important aspects of American history, both the good and the bad. And, you need to study history so that we don't repeat the mistakes of the past. And I like the way Angela Odell puts together America's Story. And so we like America's Story. Something else that is working is math. I have combined Singapore Dimensions and Beast Academy. I do have a video about this, which I will link here, but it's working really well. We are enjoying it, learning lots, and we will keep going with Beast Academy and Dimensions for the rest of the year. Also working is Read Alouds. We are really enjoying our Read Alouds, learning so much from a variety of perspectives. Yes, we're learning a lot through the historical fiction read alouds. We're learning a lot through the who was read alouds, but we're also learning a lot about society and about interactions of her age group, about people who are outside of her small circle, and we're learning those through our fiction read alouds, and those have been just really our star impact players this past semester are those read alouds. The discussions that they have opened, the just the learning that has taken place because of them has been amazing. And I will go ahead and link a video up here of some of our favorites, but we have really enjoyed read alouds this past semester. Something else that my daughter has really enjoyed is our extracurriculars. She has started taking horseback riding lessons again. She was away from that for a couple of years, which was just way too long because she really loves it. And so we have added horseback riding to the extracurriculars, and it is definitely working. Now let's talk about what is not working. So what's not working primarily are language arts and arts and crafts. So, not working. Reading is working really well with language arts. Our grammar, poetry, spelling, vocabulary, writing, well, I don't really want to put writing in there. So those parts of language arts aren't working right now, but I'm changing them up, and I will let you know what we're doing once I figure out how we're going to make this work. But we are changing up our language arts for this second semester. It just isn't working. Our poetry that worked really well last year isn't working this year, and I could say that about all of language arts pretty much. So we are working on changing up our language arts curriculum, and I will let you know again what we decided to do. That change will be coming probably in the next week. I wanted to start it the beginning of January when we came back from the break, but I also didn't want to get into something where it wasn't working again. I didn't want to just jump from one language arts to another language arts if I wasn't confident that it would work for the rest of the year. And so right now, I have gone on to Teachers Pay Teachers and gotten some very short lessons on language arts that we're doing for very much of a review, a grammar review, parts of speech review, and those types of activities while we're waiting for the other materials to either be decided on or come in. So language arts is being changed up. We used Becca Grammar. My daughter has used it from day one, from preschool up through the end of the first semester of fifth grade, and it is a very solid grammar curriculum. I really didn't have complaints about it, with the exception of it was the same thing over and over. And so she basically got bored with it because it was the same thing. There were so many questions, and it was put in the same context. It was put in the same, it was just the same. They did add information. They added information, whereas you would have one concept that was presented maybe in third grade, and then they would add onto it in fourth grade, and then add onto it a little bit more in fifth grade. but there was so much of that spiral review presented in the same way that she just got bored. And I don't want her to be bored. I don't want her to be bored. And so we're looking for some other grammar that we can do. I think I've decided what I'm going to do, but again, I'm going to hold off on letting you know. And then spelling. If you remember, we did a Becca spelling before, and I got away from a Becca spelling because of the lists, and it was just list after list after list. And we went to spelling you see, which she really liked last year. But now we're kind of falling into the same pattern as what she was falling into with the Becca spelling, with spelling you see. And so I have to work on language arts. That's the best way to put it. Now for arts and crafts, I'm not crafty. I need to get more crafty. But so we're going to be working on some more different arts. We did a really good job over the holidays in incorporating arts and crafts. I had hoped that just keeping it really simple with art appreciation and working with the DK books would do the trick. And it did for about 2 weeks, and then it didn't anymore. So, so those are the things that I'm working on changing for this semester. Now, my third category are things that they're working okay, but they're not, I wouldn't say that they're working great, and I wouldn't say that they're working so bad that we have to change them. And so that is where we are with this. First of all is our morning independent work. She doesn't like doing all of it, but I just think she doesn't like doing it. And I asked her the other day when she was complaining about it, I said, well, do you not like the materials, or do you not like that you have to do something? And she said, I don't like that I have to do something. Now, granted, that was coming back from the break, which was hard, but still, we haven't come up with some other activities for the morning independent time. I did switch up and use some of those activities for the afternoon, and she liked it okay then, but the problem is just with our routine and my work schedule. I really need her to do that morning work because of our work schedule, which comes to the second item for our, and that is our routine. It's going great for the most part, but you know, sometimes with life just gets in the way. And there's not going to be a better routine for us, quite frankly, right now. So we're going to stick with the routine we have. Now, the two curriculum pieces that we have that I would put in this category, number one is science. We did our universe and loved it. It was awesome. We just had a blast with it. It was so much fun. We did our weather and water and didn't love it. And I think that it was more the topic. Now, they did have some great activities in there which we enjoyed, but our weather and water, we basically just trudged through it. We are getting ready to start on our planet Earth next week, and I'm excited about that. I think that will be a better one. I'm hoping it will be, because you know, the universe was so much fun and we enjoyed it. So we're going to stick with this. We're not getting rid of it, and we'll see how it goes. Now, my last is, and unfortunately, IEW, All Things Fun and Fascinating. My daughter is a reluctant writer, and when we started All Things Fun and Fascinating last January, I really thought that this was our answer, that this is what was going to turn her from a reluctant writer into someone who enjoys writing. It has not. And but she likes writing more than she did. So I'm really excited about that. I'm not sure that it is, I'm I'm not changing it. Let's just put it that way. We're not changing it for the rest of the year. We're sticking with all things fun and fascinating. We're going to see how it goes for the rest of the year. And we'll be finished. We have taken it very slow, so we will be finished probably in February with this, and at that point in time I will decide what to do next. I'm probably going to stick with IEW. At least that's where I think I'm going. Is I'm probably going to stick with IEW because she likes the way it's laid out. She likes the steps that they take. She has learned so much through it, but she just doesn't like writing. So we've got to, I'm seeing if I can find, that magic, the magic aha for loving to write, which I'm not sure it's out there for her. And that's okay because she loves other things and there's other things that she really enjoys. And so, it may be something where she just needs to say, this is not something that I love, but it's something that I need to learn how to do. And for that, this is the best thing for me in learning how to do it. So we'll see. But right now we are sticking with all things fun and fascinating. And again, we're going to finish it probably next month. The last thing for the not working or working is keyboarding. She's doing Learning Without Tears or Keyboarding Without Tears, and she, again, loved it last year. This year, she's not liking it as well. I did pay for it for the rest of the semester, and I'm not sure that she's would like any other typing program any better, so she's going to finish typing. She's learning so much on Keyboarding Without Tears. There hasn't been any tears, so they have delivered on what they promised. There are no tears, and she's learning it. She just, again, does not think I guess the challenge is gone, is where we are with Keyboarding Without Tears. Please let me know down below what is working, not working, or if you have any of the subjects like I do, where it's working okay, it's not working great, but you're not willing to let go of it because you're not sure anything could be working better. That's a long title for a category. So anyway, thank you so much to Valerie for hosting this collab and inviting me. I really appreciate it. Please make sure that you do check out the link below for the playlist as well as the link to Valerie's channel. You will be blessed. And if you have any questions, please let me know in the comments. I will answer them to the best of my ability. If you're not subscribed, please do so. I really appreciate it. I hope that you're having a great day, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.